The largest number which divides 70 and 125, leaving remainders 5 and 8 respectively, is what? Again, an easy question with a twist. Twist in the sense that it is just trying to confuse you. And a simple and easy first step that will segregate the easier part, that is the second step, to find the HCF. When they say the largest number which divides the two given numbers, we have to find the HCF. But here the twist is they have talked something about the remainder. So let's first of all look into this remainder part. So let's start solving this and see what is the way out. We are given with two numbers. One is 70 and another is 125. The way out to solve such questions is to first of all convert the textual form to mathematical form, just to make the things easier and more understandable. So that is what we are going to do here. The question clearly says that there is one largest number which divides 70 as well as 125. So let's say this largest number is L. That means this has to be divided by L and this also has to be divided by L. And here it will leave some remainder. What is that remainder? It is given that in first case, that is when we are dividing 70 by this number, we get a remainder as 5. And when 125 is divided by this number, then we get the remainder as 8. Now, how did we conclude that 5 is the remainder in first case and 8 is the remainder in second case? Just look at this respectively. It means the same order. When we are talking about 70, that is the first number, then the remainder 5 is the first in the series. So 5 is the remainder when 70 is divided and 8 is the remainder when 125 is divided. So whenever you see this word respectively, it is talking about the same order. Now what do we conclude out of this? It simply means that we have to subtract 5 from 70, which gives us 65, and here we have to subtract 8 from 125, which gives us 117, to get the remainder as 0. Here the remainder will be 0 and here the remainder will be 0 when these numbers are divided by L. This is the first trick. It was easy, just try to understand. A single number is dividing two different numbers, and in both the cases we are getting the remainders differently, that is 5 in first case, 8 in second case. So what is that number which is getting divided perfectly? That means leaving the remainder 0. Simply subtract. So we get 65, we get 117. Now 65 and 117, these are the two numbers which has to be divided by a single number, the highest number, and that is what we are talking about, the HCF. It's simple and straight. Now we have to find the HCF of 117 and 65. And if you have watched my previous video, it is the same question now onwards. But let's do it here also, just to make it easy and understandable. We have 117 as the larger of the two, so we write it here, is equal to, the smaller one is 65 multiplied by what plus remainder. So in order to find this, just divide 117 by 65, the larger with the smaller. So we get 65 ones are 65, 7 minus 5 is 2 and 11 minus 6 is 52. So the quotient is 1 plus the remainder is 52. Now, as per the Euclid's division algorithm, to obtain HCF of two numbers, this will move here and this will move here. So now we get 65 is equal to 52 multiplied by something plus the remainder. How to find it? It's simple. Now take 65 here and 52 here. Divide it. We have 52 ones are 52. 5 minus 2, 3. 6 minus 5 is 1. So we have the quotient as 1. The remainder is 13. Repeat the same process. So this 52 goes here and this 13 goes here. So we have 52 over here is equal to 13 multiplied by something plus the remainder. How we find out? The same procedure. 13, here we have 52. 13 4s are 52 and we get the remainder as 0. So here we have 4 and here we have 0. Now as we get the remainder as 0, that means we are done. Our process is complete and the last divisor, that is our HCF and the final answer. So this is the largest number, that is 13, which when divided 70 and 125 leaves the remainder 5 and 8 respectively. So see, it was easy, it was simple. Just in the beginning, you have to use a little common sense just to understand what is the meaning of leaving the remainder, and with the help of which we actually got the two numbers for which we have to find the HCF, and we are done. Just start doing it without getting confused, without getting scared, and you will get the answers, solutions yourself. Believe me, StudyMare, not anymore.